I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. Let's get firmly rooted. Firmly rooted. Let's get firmly rooted. Yeshua, 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 Yeshua. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. We're disciples that make disciples that make disciples. We are disciples that make disciples that make disciples. We are disciples that make disciples that make disciples. Let's keep firmly rooted. Firmly rooted.
Rooted men, good morning. Pastor Tom Donnelly, Firmly Rooted Ministries, and it is Monday morning. Sun is shining. Got about 5 of us here, 7:30 in the morning. Some of us are showing up on Monday mornings to pray. Would welcome you to come and be a part of that. One other thing is today and into tomorrow, asking that you would be praying for Bill Raish. Bill Raish is a founding supporter of Firmly Rooted. 9 years ago, he and his bride started supporting us as we were worshiping with 7 or 8 people in a chiropractor's office, and now we're a couple hundred, but that old guy has a special place in my heart. For those of you who know him, he comes from the generation of 80 years ago. He is gruff. He is always want to know what's going on around here. But he is got a heart that is so soft, and so be praying for him. It is his heart. They're going to have to do some pretty intensive bypass type surgery, or else he's just not going to survive. And so we're asking for prayers for him. Let me see who's on board. I got people on my phone and over here. Let's see. Bert Reggiani, good morning. Jason Bailey, good morning. Brian Vlaming, good morning. Who else is here? Steve Ponowerski, there you are, good morning. And I saw someone else. Where did you go? Oh, Roger. Roger, you and I need to talk. So let's maybe let me know when we can do that and when you're going to be available. All right, real quick. Devotion for today is Psalm 2. We're going through the book of Psalms. God says that King David was a man after my own heart, and if there's anything that we should aspire to, it is to have a heart that God appreciates. And so he appreciated David's heart, and David not only was a warrior king, but he wrote psalms, and he was an instrumentalist. He played music. And so we're going to look at Psalm 2. I'm going to read it real quick and then touch on a couple points. Why do the nations conspire and the people plot in vain? The kings of the earth take their stand, and the rulers gather together against the Lord, against his anointed one. Let us break their chains, they say, and throw off their fetters. The one enthroned in heaven laughs. The Lord scoffs at them. Then he rebukes them in his anger and terrifies them in his wrath, saying, I have installed my king on Zion, my holy hill. I will proclaim the decree of the Lord. He said to me, you are my son. Today I have become your father. And there you have one of the earliest messianic verses in the book of Psalms. You are my son. Today I have become your father. Ask of me, and I will make the nations your inheritance, the ends of the earth your possessions. You will rule them with an iron scepter. You will dash them to pieces like pottery. Therefore, you kings, be wise, be warned. You rulers of the earth, serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and you be destroyed in your way, for his wrath can flare up in a moment. Blessed are those who take refuge in him. Isn't it interesting that we have a guy who's a king? He's a king of a nation. And he is saying, why do the nations conspire in vain? Isn't that interesting? That as a king, he was fully aware that God had given him any authority that he had, that it was not his own. The kingship never seems to have gotten into his ego. And David says, the nations conspire in vain. They plot. Just think about what we've experienced in the last year and a half. It seems like nations and people and powers and political parties and this and that are all trying to vie and manipulate and twist, and we seem to be the victims of whatever it is they seem to be doing. David says, and God laughs. And God laughs. God is the King of kings and the Lord of lords. He is the King of heaven and on earth. And so he allows things to happen on this planet, but as soon as those things begin to affect the proclamation of the gospel, he changes things. God has made kings rise and fall. He has made nations exist and not exist. He's God. Today on this Monday, let's not be overwhelmed with the kingdom of this world. Let's not be overwhelmed with all the noise. Maybe even shut all the noise off. And hear the God of the universe say, I've got this. I've got this. I am moving heaven and earth so that the gospel of Jesus Christ might be spread, right? The message is about the Son. You are my son. Today I become your father. You are the one who reigns. He's the ruler of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear. On this day, today, let's realize who's in control. And I think maybe a constant prayer of mine over the last year is that maybe some politicians would wake up and realize who's really in control. Because one way or the other, everybody's going to find out. But let's walk today in the footsteps of Jesus. Let's walk with confidence today. Let's walk in strength and courage today. That God works all things out to the good. So we're good. We're good as long as we have a relationship with that Father, and that Father has a relationship with us. All right? Sound good? All right, who else jumped on board? Mike Sandbrink, good morning. Mark, good morning. Wow, number of people joined in. Ken Gooch, good morning. Guys, great to have all of you. All right, that's it. Blessings on your day. Whoop, I lost my mouse. Where'd it go? There it is. Blessings on your day. Make it a firmly rooted day, and may someone see Jesus in us today. Peace. Devotion for men. Then at 8:30, I do a devotion for everybody, and then at 9, we do some prayer. It's just a way to try to stay connected to people during that crazy time of the lockdowns. And